Hello, this is Mad Jen from Mad as Heck, also known as the Moms and Dads Associated Society, helping to educate conservative constitutionalists, MADASHECC. Thanks for listening. Today, so many things went across my Facebook wall that I could have come up with 10 different things to talk to you guys about today. But instead, I chose this one thing that I'm going to read to you here in just a moment. There was a very good status post that went across my Facebook wall today that really resonated with me, because if anyone who knows Mad as Heck, my radio shows or my website, they know that I have a very hard time deciding to vote for Mitt Romney, and I've said in the past that I'm not going to do it. And of course, I get all of the screams and yells, "Oh, you're just going to vote for Obama, then you may as well vote for him, or it'll be your fault if Obama gets elected again," and blah blah blah. Well, I saw this status update from Pastor Kerry Gordon, who is a big, influential pastor in the state of Iowa. And I friended him when I was supporting Rick Santorum, and I'm really glad I did, because this was his status update today, and I'm going to read it to you. It says, "It's time to burst a bubble. I believe the presidential candidate himself has the overwhelming ratio of responsibility for failing to represent his own base. If a third party or fill-in-the-blank vote evolves before this November and we get Obama for another 4 years as the result, Romney deserves the blame and anger if such a thing happens, along with those who made the error of making him the not the abominable, which maybe that's it too, the inevitable nominee before the first of 50 state caucuses had even cast a single vote, not the irritated voters who wanted honesty, credibility, and conservative authenticity from a champion who could slay Goliath. Romney is absolutely 100% responsible for his own past, for his own record, and his own present campaign. Not me. Not me. Not my neighbors and my friends. Not the people I go to church with on Sunday. So if you sneeringly blame voters instead of Romney, I am willing to tell you that you may well become the reason we get Obama for another 4 years. Why? Because of Bush 1, Dole, and McCain happened. And those spoken of, specifically in the second paragraph, apparently learned nothing from past principle-betraying errors. So I won't bang the "it's your fault if another squishy Republican loses" drum too self-righteously. It only further angers the platform-honoring Republicans who feel disenfranchised by another pretend conservative presidential nominee. That rhetoric, the blame game rhetoric that ignores the rock-solid truth, will backfire and become your dreaded self-fulfilling prophecy. Here's a tip. If you want everybody on the Romney bandwagon so you can fire Obama, then start chiding Romney on how and why he needs to do a much better job proving he's worthy of a vote. Meanwhile, you should speak to your fellow Republicans, specifically those who put principles and real solutions far above party tow lines, as George Washington insisted, with sincere, empathetic, and apologetic tones. Here's an example that might work better than the silly drivel I read, hear, and see so frequently from folks with blinders over their eyes and plugs in their ears. This is the example of how you should approach us who are having trouble voting for Romney. Listen, I know that Romney has been on both sides of every important issue. I understand why a reasonable person might be skeptical of his honesty and trustworthiness. I also understand that Romney recently added a pro-gay marriage homosexual activist for his foreign policy team, despite claiming he's pro-traditional marriage. I also understand that Romney has recently defended socialism in Massachusetts and continues to promote corporate socialism in the form of bank bailouts. I understand why you're angry about getting him as the nominee, and that it makes you feel like, at the end of the day, many Republican candidates pay more homage to no party/independent voters who do not honor their party than they do their own lifeblood in the party. I also understand why it stings your eyes and stabs your heart every time Romney insists there will be no Roe versus Wade litmus test for my Supreme Court nominees. But if you don't hold your nose and resist your gag reflex and forgive your fellow Republicans who don't seem to have any common sense when it comes to vetting candidates and understanding why America is in trouble in the first place, when you go to that voting booth, we'll get Obama for another 4 years. If you don't like Romney, you certainly won't enjoy Obama, because they are similar in so many ways, except that one seems to really desire to ruin America, while the other loves America and might accidentally do the same thing, though with very good intentions. Maybe that'll work better. I don't know. Just a suggestion. So you can chide people for not wanting to vote for Romney, and you can cuss at them, and you can call them Obama lovers, or you could call them responsible for the fall of America. But let's keep in mind here that we've been down this road before, and it's not worked before. So why would somebody like me with a conscience do the same thing over and over again? What's the definition of insanity, people? Yeah, I think you get that one already. Thanks for watching. Please share, and I'm sure you'll comment. Have a great day. Long live the Republic.